Now, why breath work? So, breath work, thankfully, is becoming much, much more known, much more practiced. And for me, I'd had few experiences with emotional release before I actually breathwork journeyed that did bring me some very powerful awakenings and knowings and releases in my body. But there was still a part of my mind that was so strong that it wouldn't allow me to go to certain places. And so the beauty of breath work is that actually it can get underneath that part of the ego, the mind, the part of us that doesn't want to go there, the part of us that doesn't believe that this can happen, that doesn't believe we have those powers, that really doesn't want to feel. Usually it's about really not wanting to feel. So breath work gets underneath that and actually accesses this inner shaman, inner wisdom, inner child, soul energy, and also it accesses our deeper nervous system. So there are a few things in the body that are connected to both nervous systems, both the sympathetic and the parasympathetic, the conscious and the subconscious. And there's some bridges in human beings where these nervous systems meet. And by accessing those bridges, we can get into other states of consciousness. And we can do that using, certain plant medicines. We can do it using drums. We can do it using many things. But the breath is one of the, my view, one of the strongest ways to access it without external help, without taking, and I'm not judging plant medicines or any type of chemical, but actually it feels important to know as a human being that you can get into an altered state, you can journey, you can do all these things without anything else, without needing anything else. And the last few years, I started seeing breath as the original plant medicine. Like the oxygen that comes out of the trees that we breathe in and then give out carbon dioxide, it was the original plant medicine, it still is. It's just like it doesn't come, in a little cup with a funny color, or it doesn't come in a mushroom shape, or it doesn't come in some other shape. So, but it still is an interaction with nature and a gift that's coming from the plants around us. The other true thing about breathwork is that it also requires a degree of surrender. So if you take a medicine or some kind of chemical to journey, you're pretty much on the journey until you're out of the journey. You can't really say, oh, I've changed my mind 5 minutes in, I'm going to, stop this journey. You're on it. So with breath, once you are in, you also are in control of the depth of your journey, which is beautiful, I feel, because you can decide for yourself how deep you go, and you can come more up out of it if it feels too much, or you can go deeper down if it doesn't feel, by using the breath like a gas pedal. The more you breathe, the deeper you take the journey. But because you have your own awareness and you can control it, it can sometimes be more challenging, more tricky to surrender to than taking a medicine or something that essentially takes over your system and you're on the journey. So it can feel harder for some people to let go because the body and the mind have to step down a bit. And these exercises that we're going to do before we do the main journey will help with that.